say a huge thank you to you all for everything that you've done this year. The last few years have been pretty intense for our centres, teachers and learners, and also for us as we've designed new qualifications as the reform quals have been put through their paces. And the focus obviously has been on building understanding and familiarity with what that content is, with teaching and learning and with assessment approaches. Looking forward, the focus is now shifting to make sure we're doing everything that we can to support our customers in using those qualifications effectively. And a big focus also is to making sure that we're observing and listening to our customers in terms of what's working well on the qualifications and where perhaps we can make some improvements. And I'm really pleased that we've already been able to make some improvements to our GCSE Maths and GCSE English qualifications, and the customers are starting to see those in practice.
Ensuring that we've got all the operational resources teams and things like associate management doing the right things. Ensuring we've got enough associates to deliver the various series, that they're trained up correctly, they've given the right contract.
Making sure that every learner gets the most accurate result issued to them every series, and making sure every learner is tested throughout the whole grade range.
Working very closely with our team of examiners and our team who write the papers, making sure that we have consistency across our different papers, and then also we're looking after the process of making sure the papers are correctly marked, the standardisation, and going all the way through to the awarding.
I produce 3 papers a year and I go through the awarding process of the marking, results day and everything else that are dealing with those papers.
Content production, dealing with centre queries, providing training for the senior team, so for moderators and examiners, and basically supporting everybody, internal and external.
To make sure that our qualifications are accessible to all candidates with all different kinds of additional needs. So it means that when we write specifications, they are accessible to them. So I use an example: if the candidate is visually impaired, that we have things that are the options that are available for them.
Running and delivering secure awards and making sure that we have the appropriate associates to make sure that we mark the papers accurately and accept the papers accurately.
Managing the assessment process from start to finish, so that means from the writing of the assessment paper right up until results day. In between that, we also train the associates, especially through standardisation, and then from the monitoring of marking right up until results day, when we have to look after the inquiries after results.
Without our associates, we wouldn't, and all the hard work they put in, we wouldn't be able to deliver our qualifications, write the qualifications, and at the end of the day, the learners wouldn't get the experience they do at the end of the process.
I couldn't really do my job without them, obviously, but I think with my team, they're very much pulled in a lot of different directions because we have 8 series a year for a lot of our qualifications. It's really important that we have a good relationship with them, which we do, I'm very thankful for, because we're always asking them to be very flexible about how they work. So really, my job can't run smoothly without their continued support.
They bring in experience with how they teach and how we can adapt that to make sure that it's accessible to all learners.
They feel really passionate about what they're doing and they believe in making sure that the learners get what they deserve. I believe that they go beyond their responsibilities and roles, and then ensure that not only that they produce the right work, that they make sure we as subject leaders, as coordinators, can make sure that we do the best job that we can in our day-to-day activities.
They have experience both internally and externally, from giving us feedback from what the candidates require, which helps us, especially when we're writing the papers, to right until we're setting the grade boundaries, taking those considerations. So I don't think Pearson can function without the associate workforce.
I'd love to have your thoughts and ideas on reflections on what else we can do to make improvements, and I really look forward to continuing that conversation with you all.